All right, so we've got our three different forms of a linear equation. We've got our point slope, we've got our slope intercept, and we've got our standard. Okay, we are going to take these 2 points and we're going to find our equation in all 3 ways so that you get to see how that works. Okay, so my 2, 3 and my 4, 7. I'm just going to go ahead and label those as x1, y1 and x2, y2. And the first thing that you should always do, no matter which form you're finding, is find the slope between those 2 points. So my slope is going to be y2 minus y1. I have 7 minus negative 3 over x2 minus x1, 4 minus 2, which gives me 10 over 2, which gives me 5. So I know that my slope, or my m, is equal to 5. Okay? Notice that we have my m in 2 of these forms, right? So they'll both be 5. Okay? This one, point slope, that's all you have to do. Now we're just going to plug things in. For point slope, you're going to choose one of your points, okay? And you're going to leave your x and your y as variables because we're trying to write an equation. So we have y minus my y1 was negative 3, so y minus negative 3 turns to y plus 3, equals my m I already found is 5. X stays as it is, minus x1, which was 2. This is now in point slope form. And this is going to be what we use most frequently in calculus. Moving over here, I have my m, my y and my x are going to stay the same. I need to find my b. Okay, so this is going to kind of lead into what we do next, which is finding x and y intercepts, because b is my y intercept. So we have y equals 5x. I'm going to need to find b. Okay, so here, we are going to use one of my points as x and y in order to find what b would be. So I'm going to use x1 and y1. So my y1 is negative 3 equals 5. My x1 is 2 plus b. So I have negative 3 equals 10 plus b. Subtract 10. So I get b equals negative 13. Totally ran out of room there. I'm sorry. I'll take a picture. So we've got negative 13. Okay. Now that I found my b, I can go back and plug it in. So this is going to become y equals 5x minus 13, because b now is negative 13. See that over there? There you go. Okay. So this is my slope-intercept form, because I found the slope and I found the intercept. Slope-intercept. Right? This one, I had the point and I had the slope, so I call it point slope. This one, standard form, we're going to find by actually moving around one of these. Okay, I'm going to pick this one. Y equals 5x minus 13. Okay, the only difference with this form is notice that your x and your y, there we go, your x and your y are on the same side. So I just want to move this term, my x term, over to join this y. So I'm going to use the opposite. And I have negative 5x plus y, because y is positive, equals negative 13. And there's my standard form. So you have now just reviewed how to find all 3 forms of a linear equation in 3 minutes and 43 seconds. All right, the other thing we have to review about lines is the difference between horizontal and vertical lines and how we write their equations. So a horizontal line, right? It's like the horizon of the oceans going this way, okay? Which, let's talk about its slope, okay? Its slope, it is not rising. It's not going up. It is running, right? So the rise would be 0, and then it's running an infinite length of time. It just keeps on going, right? We don't know how long, okay? But we do know it's going to be a number, some kind of a number, okay? 0 divided by any number, that's like taking 0 objects and splitting them between people. That's fine, we can do that. This is 0. Okay, so my slope of a horizontal line is 0. The way we write its equation, this line, it is crossing through this 5 here on the y-axis. Essentially what we're saying is that it doesn't matter where you are on the x-axis. The y is always going to be 5. Its height everywhere is always going to be 5. So the way we write that equation is that y equals 5. Okay? We don't care what x is. It's infinite. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that my height is 5 and height is y. Okay? The other way you can remember that is just looking to see it's crossing through the y-axis, so it must be at y equals 5. Following that same logic, over here, my vertical, this one, my height is infinite. I don't care about my height. What I do care about is where it's located along my x-axis. It's crossing through x equals 4, so my equation of vertical lines are x equals whatever number they're crossing through. Okay? So horizontal is y equals 5 because it's crossing through the y-axis. Vertical is x equals a value because it's crossing through the x-axis. Okay? We did not talk about the slope of this one yet. This one, its slope is infinite. We don't know. It's some kind of a number. It doesn't matter what number it is. It's rising. Okay? And then, but it's not moving. It's not running. It's not going this way. Okay? It has 0 change in x. So it's divided by 0. And hopefully we remember that when you divide a number by 0, that's impossible. I can't split something into 0 pieces. That defies the laws of physics. So because I can't split something into 0, this would be undefined. So the slope of a vertical line is undefined.